Hello guys and welcome back to another hero deck profile. So I took heroes to the 200-man Leeds regional and I got top 32 with an X2 record. My only losses were due to a misplay on my part in round 1 where I accidentally specialed Faris in attack mode under M-Pen, which cost me the game. And my other loss was in round 5 where in my hand the only hero I saw was Mali, and on the following turn I searched for a Stratos which got drawled, which ended my turn and ended the match pretty much. But other than those rounds, this deck performed amazing. I think this deck is severely underrepresented. It's insane, to be honest, the amount of combos it can do, the recursion it can do, how easy it can break boards, how easy it is to start combos. This deck is just insane, to be honest. Well, I'm not going to get too hung up on it. We'll start with the main deck and then we'll move on to the others. Okay, so first of all, we'll start with the elemental heroes. We have one Stratos. This searches every other hero in our deck. It's a good card. The reason we don't play multiples is because this is searchable off of Shadow Mist before we use our normal anyway. And by itself, Stratos doesn't do anything because even if you search a Faris, you still need a discard for Faris. So by itself, Stratos isn't the best, and Vion is just a better starter. We played 2 Shadow Mist. This is insane for the grind game. It's insane to search extra heroes from Faris discards or pitching this off Fusion Destiny. There's just so many positions where this is an insane card, and you can also search mass change with it, so that is a big factor in why we play 2 Shadow Mists. We play Liquid Soldier, so the main combo is sending the Shadow Mist with Vion, and then searching Liquid Soldier with Cross Crusader. Then you normal Liquid Soldier, you revive the Shadow Mist to search mass change. That's the main combo. And the last elemental hero is Honest Neos. Honest Neos is an insane card. It boosts any of your heroes by 25. Really good for that unexpected boost in the damage step. Plus, it's good for getting quick damage and OTKing, etc. That was the elemental heroes. Now moving on to the vision heroes. Free Faris. This starts off your whole combo pretty much. Discard a hero, special this, place increase, tribute Faris, special increase, special Vion, pitch a hero. It's either Shadow Mist or Mali. The positions you want to send Mali in is where you have no other ways to get Destiny heroes into the grave. So you need to send the Mali in order to get Cross Crusaders search live, basically. Then we play 2 increase. The reason we play 2 increase is in case we draw 1 increase, we still have 1 in deck. And the second increase does actually come up in some grind games. So it is a pretty nice card to have. And then the last of the Vision Heroes is 2 Vision Hero Vion. Same reasoning as increase. We always want to have a copy in deck. This card is insane. It pitches any hero from your deck to the grave. So you can pitch Shadow Mist, which searches a card. You can pitch Mali to get Cross Crusade alive, or get materials for a DPE. And it also searches Poly, which is just insane. This is just a +2 by itself. And now we'll move on to the Destiny heroes. So we played 2 Mali, obviously. We can't play more than 2. We played 1 Dasher. Dasher didn't really come up that much. I ended up siding it out a lot. So maybe this is cuttable. We played 1 Denier. literally like the best extender in the deck. It keeps putting Mali's back, so you always have Mali live. And it also came up where I ran out of Vions in deck, and I still hadn't been able to resolve it fully to search Poly. So I was able to special back Denier with Cross Crusader, and then put back a banished Vion on top of the deck, and then I was able to resolve Increase to special that Vion that I just put back, which was really good, and that ended up winning me the game. So Denier is just such an insane card, so great for recovery and to get resources back. Celestial, the draw is nice. Obviously, you know how good Celestial is. Pot of Greed is pretty good effect. Plasma, Walking Skill Drain. Like, do I need to say more? This card is just insane. Moving on to the one evil hero, it is a Dusted Gold, your boy, Searcher's Dark Calling, which is a walking Regeki. So, yeah. And the only hand traps we played in this deck are just the free Imperms. The reason I played Imperms over something like Chalice or like Droplets or Dark Rulers is because Imperm stops Protoss, which is a major problem in this deck, whereas the cards I just said doesn't. So, yeah, Imperm was really nice, even though I didn't play Sword Soul at all during the tournament, which was kind of weird. Imperm still did really well for me. It hit all the decks that I played against pretty well. So, yeah, I don't regret playing it. Now moving on to the spells, we played 3 Fusion Destinies. Best card in the deck, starts your entire combo by dumping Mali and Denier. Then you can go into Cross Crusader, and obviously it makes DP from 1 card, which is the best part about it. Then 3 Mass Change. This makes Dark Claw. Dark Claw is an FTK against 90% of the decks in the meta, so pretty good card. We played 3 Super Poly. Super Poly's insane for outing so many cards, like so many boards. It's even good going first against something like Soul Soul. You can just like Super Poly their tokens into an absolute 0 something. It's a pretty funny card, and it's really insane in Heroes, especially since everyone's playing DP. You have so many targets to summon. And in my last hero deck profile, I said that I didn't want to splash out on Prosperities. Well, here are 3 Starlight Prosperities, thanks to Jamjamcardsuk. I played this in an event. With Prosperities and without Prosperities, the deck is so much different. This always gets you a starter. Like, it's insane. Like, even the one time I bricked, this revealed Stratos, and if I didn't get drolled there, I would have had full combo, but it's unfortunate that happened. But yeah, this just gets you your combo so much easier. With Prosperities, this deck is so much better than without. And then moving on to the one-off spells, we played 1 Harpy's Feather Duster in case someone like wants to mine me. You know, and it's just good against back row decks in general anyway. We played 1 Reborn. I had 1 slot open, and I just wanted a strong one-off card. It was between this and like Cold Buy. Whereas Cold Buy is okay, it stops some hand traps. Most of the hand traps being played right now aren't really affected by Cold Buy. And Monster Reborn usually helps me play through the hand traps anyway. So, yeah, and it's even a really good extender, obviously. You know how good Reborn is. 1 Dark Calling to search from the Dusted Gold to summon our big Malicious Bane to pop your opponent's board. The Poly that we search off Vion, just a free extender, makes our DPEs, makes our Dystopia. I even made Absolute 0 once and then linked it off into the link free and then popped my opponent's board. 1 Rotor to search everything in my deck. Well, everything. Mainly just like Liquid Soldier, Shadow Mist, Stratos, etc. So most of the time it's Vion though, because Vion starts your whole combo off by itself. And the last card in our deck is A Hero Lives. This card was actually the MVP for me today. I top decked this so many times in the tournament and just activated it for like 300 life points. I specialed either Stratos or Shadow Mist out of the deck. There was even this play against this bird player. He ended on one assembled Nightingale plus like 2 back row, so I knew he had the Featherstorm set. So I started with A Hero Lives, but I didn't summon Stratos because I knew he'd chain Featherstorm to it and I'd just lose there. So I specialed Shadow Mist, and I didn't use its effect to search Mass Change because that would result in the same thing, on him flipping Featherstorm. So I didn't use the effect, so he didn't flip Featherstorm, and then I was able to use Super Poly to fuse my Shadow Mist with his Assemble Nightingale into Great Tornado, which is something I teched in for this event. Then he wasn't able to activate his Featherstorms. I popped both his back row of Stratos, and his back row was, as I called it right, 1 Featherstorm and 1 Trap Trick to get another Featherstorm later. And I just OTK'd him. It was really funny play, and got rewarded. Now moving on to the extra deck, we played 2 DPE. DP is insane. Obviously, you know how good DP is. It didn't really come up where I needed to make the second much. I mean, there was some instances where we were in a grind game and I still had the Fusion Destiny and I had a DP in my extra still where it did come up. But yeah, I would still play the second DP just in case. Also played 1 Dystopia. This card's great in time. It's also great if you want to set up multiple pops rather than just DPE. Yeah, just generically a good card, to be honest. And you can get this live from the link free, which is why I'm not playing that level 5, which boosts an attack of your hero by 1000, because it wasn't needed. That's just a bricky card. Played 2 Dark Claws, insane card, and if someone outsmashs first Dark Claw, I would easily be able to make a second. So yeah, that's why I played 2. It's a great card. FDK's most decks. 1 Malicious Bane to make off the Adusted Gold, the Regeki boards. Really good card. Especially good against Flundo, which I played 2 of today. It just blows up the M-Pens and just doesn't care. Then I can continue my combos afterwards. 1 Dangerous. I think I summoned this normally about twice, and with Super Poly I summoned this about like 4 or 5 times. So yeah, this is mainly there as a Super Poly target, but it can start off your combos by getting Destiny Heroes in your grave. So, and it dumps a Shadow Mist, which you can then search a Faris to start your combo off. Great Tornado, as I said, I tech this in for like birds and flunders, stuff like that, even Baron. So yeah, it's just there as a Super Poly target. It actually came up so much in this event. Absolute Zero, this is good against like Striker, against Sword Soul going first, and against Sharks, which are seeing more play. But I didn't play any of those decks this event, which I was surprised to not play any of them. So this didn't come up, obviously, except that one time, which I already said, where I polyed away the Liquid Soldier and something, then just linked into the link free to Regeki. Mud Dragon, I summoned this a few times in the event. Pretty good card, pretty solid. Drago Stapelia, I think I only summoned this twice. Once was against like an invoked player, and the other time was me fusing away my own Dystopia for one of their dark monsters, and then making this to Vela like something if they had it. So yeah, those are all the fusion monsters. Then I play 2 Cross Crusaders. This is like the most broken link monster in this deck. You can reborn any Destiny hero, including DPE, Dystopia, Dangerous, etc. Then you can tribute a Destiny hero. So like usually what you reborn with this, you can tribute to search any hero from your deck other than the one you tributed. So you can use this to search your liquid soldiers, your dusted golds, your honest news if you want to push for game, plasma, all that good stuff. One decimator. This is how you get the dystopia live. It does piercing, which is nice when you want to push for game, and it also boosts everything it points to by 100 for each hero with a different name in your grave, which is really cool. It's also really good if you want to like break through the Agnista Link 6. You can like get boost a hero up by a bunch, and then you can search for the Honest Neos and just beat over it. And then the last extra deck monster is the one Verte. So when you don't have like a way into DP or way to resolve Fusion Destiny, etc., making this is really good. But obviously you can't make it if you start with Faris. So you gotta make sure you like, if you can't get DP through the Faris combo, that you just do a play into Verte instead. Moving on to the side deck, we played one Order, one Anti-Spell. Obviously, Order's an insane card, and I had space in the 15th spot, and Anti-Spell's basically just there as a second Order. I played 3D Barrier. Obviously, everyone knows this card is insane, this format. I played this instead of something like Summon Limit, because some people might just keep back row hating anyway, because everyone expects combo decks to like side into mine now. So yeah, I played D Barrier instead of Summon Limit this time, and D Barrier did amazing for me. I played one Reboot just to break back row decks. I saw this a lot against Flunders, which was really nice. Played 3 Twins. Insane card. Most people are playing Cosmics now for PK, but I don't really like Cosmics much personally, because PK is not even that good in my opinion, especially not against this deck, because like even if you get Scythe locked, you can still like do plays and end on like Plasma, just like stop him from doing anything. Like you can search Plasma, search Honest Neos and protect the Plasma, and then just combo off next turn. And like they do have like the way back into like a PK or stuff like that, like Fog Blades, but we have like other ways to play around the Fog Blades anyway, like the Twin. Much better to break the Fog Blades. And the monsters are 3 Nibs and 3 Drolls. So 3 Nibs for any combo decks we go second against. It did amazing for me. And Droll for all the good combo decks we go against. Sided in a lot against Flunder, sided a lot against Birds. Yeah, Droll's just like the best side card in this format. So yeah, that's my hero deck that I played for the event. Honestly, I think this list is like the ideal list to play with if you want to play heroes. The only changes you can make are you could play an extra set of hand traps by cutting the Reborn, cutting the Dasher, and cutting the Duster. So you can play like a different set of hand traps or like droplets or something instead of these 3. But I honestly like having the Mystic Mind out in my deck somewhere, in case like someone minds me and just passes for like 30 turns. Like I like having the out to it somewhere in my deck. Reborn is a great extender. So the only thing that you can really cut is like the Dasher, because it doesn't come up that much in pure heroes. Obviously, it's insane as an engine card, but In pure, it's not really the best. And like for the second Fusion Destiny, you have other targets you can send anyway. As if you read DP, it says 1 level 6 or higher hero monster. So as targets, you have your Plasma, you have your Mali, you even have the Honest Neos if you really need to send that. So yeah, like you can cut the Dasher. Maybe you can play like another strong one off, maybe like the Cold Buy. I don't know. But yeah, that was the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe. Shout out to Jamjamcardsuk. Shout out to Red Lotus Gaming. Shout out to the Coliseum. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.
I wanna see you in slow motion. Come stay the night, we can stay up till it's bright. In the morning, got the top open.